Oh, that's better.
Remove the cotton from the ears. All right.
Well, she put it in.
Well, you complaining of an earache.
I know.
You know, when you don't want to get
Okay,
water in
here we
the
go.
ear.
Okay, so it's the 28th of January, 2016.
Mhm.
And we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. Yesterday, I think we left off kind of right up to the point where you met Dad. Okay?
Oh, I don't
We
think
covered a
so.
lot of territory yesterday about a variety of things, where you lived and boyfriends and all that business.
I don't remember
Hot boyfriend.
discussing where I met your father, though.
No, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. We kind of got up to that point, but we didn't do it.
Okay.
Now, actually, let's do this. So, I think we carried on through like high school, but after high school, what did you do after high school?
Okay.
Did you leave Green Bay, or just talk
Okay,
about
we'll
what you
talk
did
about it.
right away, and then
Yeah.
how that led to meeting Dad or whatever?
Yeah.
Or did you meet Dad in high school?
I don't remember,
Okay.
but I just met him probably in the last of my high school years.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
think that's when I probably had
Your
met-
first
met your
introduced.
dad.
So let's start with that then.
Okay.
So talk about how you met Dad. Just
Okay.
describe what
I'm going
went
to
on
tell
there.
you how I think I met my dear husband. I'm pretty sure I met him at Bay Beach. And the beach was a place where on either Saturday night or Sunday night, they always had a nice band. And sometimes really good bands sometimes. For the really good ones, you had to pay a little bit. And for the other ones, you just came.
Any
and
names we would know? You mean like
Oh, sure.
big names?
Think of some big names.
What about what was his name? Miller?
Oh, yeah.
Glenn
like
Miller.
somebody-
Glenn Miller.
There'd be somebody of that stature that
Wow.
came around every now and then.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. And then when you only went on a date or something like that,
Uh-huh.
you didn't go stag on that.
Okay, I see.
But outside of that, myself and girlfriends would go every year Saturday night or Sunday night to the Bay Beach, and where we would be dancing, and we would just stand around.
Yeah.
We'd dance with each other sometimes, or else some guy would come up and say, "Can I have the next dance?" And we'd say, "Okay," and we'd dance or whoever it was.
Yeah.
It was just a dance.
Yeah.
Just something to dance with. It meant
Uh-huh.
nothing more than that.
Uh-huh.
But that's where I met your dad, and I can't remember the exact time I met him. But I know he must have.
He probably asked you to dance.
He asked me to dance, and maybe the next time he saw me, he asked me to dance again.
Okay.
So then I got to say, "Oh,
Okay.
this is nice."
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then I don't remember, but I remember that he asked if he could take me home.
Okay.
So you go over there with a bunch of girls, and sometimes, and when you think of it now, that was kind of dangerous, but that's what we did. We'd go home
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
kind of just, I don't know,
Yeah.
they'd just take you home and maybe give you a kiss goodnight, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Do you remember when your early dating years? I don't know where you went. It was around Green Bay.
Yeah, and we'd go to the dance together.
Yeah. Okay. So you did a lot of that.
We
kind of
did
thing.
that.
Or movies maybe or
Yeah,
something. I
no, we
suppose.
never went to the movies. I don't
Really?
remember
All right.
ever going to the movies.
Yeah.
But I remember mostly, well, he was still in college then, you know.
Oh, okay.
And,
So that's right. Dad was a year or two ahead of you, I suppose.
oh yeah,
Huh?
just a year.
Uh huh.
'Cause he graduated in, I don't know. Anyhow,
What year? What was your graduation year?
I
What-
graduated in 1938, I think.
Okay, class of '38.
Yeah, from high school. you know.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Yep.
And Dad probably graduated in 37 from
Yeah.
high school.
Okay.
He was just at 1 year ahead of me.
Yep.
And then he went to college, and he had me there. He invited me for his graduation,
Oh.
you know, so I was there for his graduation. So we must have been getting a little serious for that.
Well, so that would have been like 4 years later. So
It
you'd
was
been
something like
seeing
that,
him
3 or 4 years.
3 or 4
But
years.
in the meantime, after high school, the WPA was, I don't know how I got to know that they were looking for somebody, but
Huh.
I did.
Okay.
I went down and I don't even know where I went to find out of us, whether they were employing anybody at the time.
Yep.
But anyhow, I got a job with them
Okay.
in Green Bay with the WPA, and I was a kind of like a little secretary.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know,
So you did typing and
did typing and that, and
filing, I
any
suppose.
kind of work that they had, and
Yeah.
and that was kind of neat. There were really some really neat people who worked there, and I met this girl, Regina, her name was. She was the only other girl that worked there at the time. No, she wasn't. There were two girls that worked there. It seemed, yeah. And then after we were there maybe there about a year, it came through that the whole thing was they were moving the WPA project to Madison.
Okay.
And any of us who wanted to go
Oh,
along,
so this was in Green Bay
Yeah.
originally. Okay.
they said anybody who wanted to go along they were welcome
Okay.
to go along.
They
would
could
take
keep their
them.
job by moving to Madison.
Job, yeah.
All right.
So Regina and I both went to Madison,
Okay.
and that was kind of fun.
And that's where Dad was.
And that's where Dad
that
was still
point,
in
huh?
school.
Yeah.
And that's where the war was still going. It was either going on or just starting. That was
Yeah.
in the 40s,
Yeah. That would have been early 40s.
43s
Right?
or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
41 is when
I
it
don't
started, of
remember
course.
that area anyhow. Because we went to, Regina and I used to go to, there'd be some kind of dances for the veterans that were coming home. The guys that
Oh.
were coming home
Oh,
from the
wow.
war.
Really? Okay.
And we'd go to those, and they just wanted to dance, with
Yeah.
the girl.
Sure.
And that was always fun. Some of them couldn't dance worth a nickel, but But anyhow, that was a lot of fun. And then,
Now, were you seeing Dad at this stage?
oh yeah, I was seeing Dad.
Okay.
It must have been because,
Because he was in Madison, you were in Madison, right?
when he graduated, I was there for his graduation, I know that.
In 43 maybe? Somewhere in there?
Something like that.
42 even?
And then when he got out, trying to think how that worked.
When he graduated
Right
from
away,
college?
he must have looked to see if he could find work,
Yeah,
And there were plenty of work at the time.
Yeah.
It wasn't too hard to find a job.
yeah.
So then he found he answered he tried to get into let's see, I think he got into Wausau at first.
Okay.
That was his first job in Wausau.
Yeah, I think that.
In January.
I think I remember hearing
January
that.
of the year.
Oh, so he maybe was a December
Yeah,
grad or something.
Yeah. And then we went to went to Wausau. And,
But that was like 1 year, right?
well, just from January into the end of the year.
Oh, wow.
Till June or so. whatever
Very
it was.
temporary. Okay.
And then he just decided he wanted to try someplace else, and he applied in Oconomowoc, and he got that job right away.
Yeah.
And my dad told him, "No, that's a very nice little city. You're going to like that." I don't know how
Yeah.
he knew about it, but he did.
Yeah. Your dad? Okay.
He said, "You're going to
Now,
like it."
when were you married? Were you married at this stage?
Married in? Let me see now. Were we married yet? We must have been married. Huh?
I don't know. You tell me.
What year did you marry?
Okay, so
We were married in '43. I'm pretty sure.
so
Oh.
Dad probably graduated. If he graduated from high school in 37 or
Yeah,
thereabouts,
he graduated in
he
'37.
probably graduated from college in 41, 42, maybe
42
even
or
43.
Yeah.
And then you probably got married right out of college
I'm trying to think if he was out of college. He must have been out of college.
or close.
I think he was just out of college.
Yeah,
he
sure,
was out of
sure.
college.
Then you probably got married.
That's when he got the Wausau job,
All right.
and then from Wausau, he applied at Oconomowoc.
Because you went with him to Wausau, so you
Yeah,
were
oh
obviously
yeah, I was
married
there
at that
with him.
stage. Okay.
And then from Wausau, he went into Oconomowoc.
Yeah.
And let's see, how did we get here? We got here by train.
Yeah,
His
I
dad
remember you
didn't
talking
have
about
any
that.
money. He didn't have any money yet. He just
Yeah.
graduated.
Right.
So I think we came in by train in the same old train station where we
Yeah.
have breakfast very often. And
Just the two of you.
where did
huh?
we come? When we first came in, we were in the hotel that's no longer here.
Oh.
A little hotel that we stayed there overnight.
Downtown Oconomowoc?
Right on one of the corners. I can't remember exactly where.
Yeah.
it
Well,
was.
I wonder if the building immediately across the street from what is the depot now, the old depot,
Yeah.
if that was a hotel, and then it would have been right across the street.
It could have
so
been.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It would have been very convenient.
Yeah.
And that building looks like it could have been a hotel at one time. I think.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, we were just there for one night, and then he found an apartment that was for rent. It was
Wasn't that on Silver Lake Street?
that's the one on
Yeah.
Silver Lake.
Yeah.
We had the upstairs, did we?
I remember you pointing out the house
Yeah.
a time
I
or
think
two.
we had the upstairs, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Because later we moved downstairs. When
Okay.
people moved out, we moved
Oh.
downstairs.
Oh, nice.
So we wouldn't have all the steps and that.
Yeah.
And so that's where we spent our first few years.
Connie that's where Connie started out,
yeah,
right?
she
She's your
was
first
born
child?
In, let's see, she was born in November of that year. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
November,
Okay.
Yeah. Married the same year we had the first baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyhow, I told you the story when Dad was walking me down the aisle
Okay.
for marriage.
Uh-huh.
He said to me, "Now, Joyce, remember, if you want to change your mind, you still got a chance."
Your dad said that? Your dad said that?
My
okay.
dad said
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And he liked Norb a lot, but he just
Yeah.
wanted me to know that,
It's not too late.
It's not cut and dried yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So I want to get married.
That's cute.
But oh yeah, that was it. And
So-
then of course Dad has put in how many years? 40 years, I think he put in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He enjoyed his teaching. It got more difficult toward the end. They were starting a lot of changes, you know.
Yeah.
Not that he couldn't handle them, but as you get older, you don't handle it as well as you
Yeah.
do when you're young and
Things got
sprightly, you know.
You couldn't.
It was,
Like now, you can't. You can't touch a
they were
student in any way.
mainlining some kids that it made it difficult
Oh,
for them.
okay.
Kids that needed special attention
Okay.
that should not. I don't think they should be in those classes.
Yeah. Sure.
I think they should have been in separate classes.
Yep.
But in the beginning there, they were called mainlining. They were put right in
Yeah.
class.
I remember that.
And they thought that was a good idea, get this kid used to it. And it probably was a good idea,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you know.
But you had to be more prepared for it than I think than Dad was.
Yeah.
Although he managed it, you know,
Yeah.
not that he didn't manage.
Yeah.
But I remember he would come home and
He was just kind of like.
Just mentioned it was not that easy time to deal with these kids and still run
Yeah.
the classroom the way he'd like to, you
Right.
know.
Right.
But anyhow, he put in his 40 years and then he retired, of course.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit. So you lived in Silver Lake, Silver Lake Street for a few years, and then talk about how the Charles Street house came about. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Did you guys look at a lot of different homes
Dad
when
was,
you were
I
looking?
didn't even look at the Charles Street, but Dad
Oh,
did the
wow.
looking all, you know, did all the looking.
Really?
And if
You
I
never
had-
even looked at the house before you bought it?
I
to
didn't.
put your
Just Dad
stamp
did.
of approval on it?
I know.
Holy crap!
I know.
That's amazing.
I know. When I think of it now, I probably wouldn't have approved of it.
Oh, really?
Because the bathroom was upstairs then. The
Oh.
only bathroom was upstairs.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was,
So you guys put the bathroom downstairs in?
yeah, we put
Oh,
that
I
in.
didn't know that.
And
Okay.
your dad never thought ahead like I did.
Yeah.
Women look at things differently.
Yeah.
And the minute we got in, I said, we got to put in some kind of a toilet downstairs.
Yeah.
We're not going to run up and down
Yeah.
the steps.
Yeah.
So but you know where the bathroom is.
Did you build that on?
We built that on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When did you put the washer and dryer upstairs?
Upstairs.
I
It
would
used to be in the
say,
basement.
Oh.
it was never in the basement, honey.
Oh, I thought they were in the basement. Really?
No, just that we had a washing machine. Yeah, plain washing machine that we had that I did my wash in for a
Yeah.
while.
Uh-huh.
And then when my dad was working for the public service, I wonder if he was still working. But anyhow, he got me a washer and dryer.
Your dad did.
And he
Okay.
didn't pay for it, but he was able to get me a good deal on
Uh-huh.
it, you know.
Uh-huh.
So that went right in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to put that in the basement.
Yep.
When did the wall come down? When did you enlarge in the kitchen? Enlarge the kitchen?
The wall never came down, I don't think, honey.
Because that used to be, I was told that used to be a back porch with where the washer and dryer was.
Yeah,
Really?
it was.
Yeah, so you took down the wall.
Just a minute now. I'm trying to remember what you're saying there.
I can kind of see what you mean. How that.
Yeah,
could have
It
been.
looks like a back
Yeah,
porch.
yeah.
I mean,
I'd
yeah.
forgotten that.
It's
but
a beadboard or whatever
That
that
could
is.
be, honey, because I just don't recall quite
Yeah.
how that went. All I know is that we put our washer and dryer there in the
Yep.
kitchen, and it was real. God saved it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh my God. It's as much washing
Yep.
as
It
you
was
get.
so much easier to just wash and dry. And
Well, so at the height, okay, so you move into the Charles Street house. Dad was the one that kind of looked at it and bought it. What did you pay for it? Do you remember?
$4,000.
Okay, for that house.
Incredible.
Which, of course, was a good chunk of dough back then.
And yeah, and then Grandma Antonneau lent
But
us
what did Dad make when he first started out teaching? Do you recall?
$1,800 a year.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
A year.
So $4,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, it was goodly amount.
And you probably had to put something down. I don't know if you
Well,
had to do that or
Grandma
not.
gave us some money because we had no money yet.
Yeah.
She lent us some money,
Okay.
and so that we could at least make
Yeah.
get the house.
Yeah.
And once Dad got a job that had paid some decent money,
Yep.
we would start paying her back.
Sure.
Like $30 a month or something. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
But it was very.
I remember the last day or the day that you wrote out the last check for the mortgage on the house.
Really?
Oh.
I just remember you going, "This is it! It's the last one." I was happened to be in the living room or
You
whatever.
probably didn't understand how nice that was. Huh?
Well, I was old enough to know what was going on. I was
Yeah.
probably 12 or 15 or I don't know what, but
Yeah.
anyway. So then you start a family or continue, Tom came along in the Charles Street house maybe. Or was Tom born even before that? Probably, huh?
Tom was, no, Tom was born before we moved into that house.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Yeah, that would be right.
yeah, and then, of course, once we got the house, we're gonna take him along too. Yeah, we moved into the new house. What year would that have been? I don't know.
Somewhere in the mid-40s.
Yeah,
Sounds
somewhere in the
like-
mid-40s, I
yeah.
would say.
44,
was born in
45
43.
maybe. Yeah.
And she was born, trying to think where we were when she was born.
Who,
We were
Connie?
still renting someplace.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
she was
yeah.
born.
Yeah, okay.
And when Tom was born too, we were still renting.
Yep.
And then once we bought the new house, then of course everything went.
I assume the kids all of your children were born in a hospital though, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I remember you saying Dad was...
Well, it wasn't a hospital. They were born. Connie was born in a. What did that call it, honey? A nursing home or something like that.
No, it was.
We didn't have a
nursing
hospital,
home.
Carnival then.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was called a.
But it was
It was like a home
a place
where
you went to for
where.
to have a baby.
maternity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maternity home.
but it wasn't the hospital.
And
Okay.
I was there for 10 days.
Oh, my.
Imagine.
Imagine. Had Thanksgiving dinner there.
Did ya?
She
Okay.
fixed up a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yep.
She's a very nice lady. And of course, Tom we had in a hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. Somebody coming?
No, it looks like we might be getting low on battery, so we'll continue until it runs out, okay? And it will just stop, I think, when it does that.
Sure.
Okay, so let's see. So now, anyway, you're in the Charles Street house. Where was Dad? Where did Dad start teaching? I know he taught it in junior high, but was it at what was it? The
No,
old
he
Lincoln
always
School,
started- Oh, Lincoln School he started.
I think.
Then they tore down the Lincoln School.
Yeah,
and all
I
that.
remember that building.
Where was
Yeah.
Lincoln
That
School?
old Lincoln School. Yeah.
Where was Lincoln School, honey?
What was on South Street, right?
Oh.
It's where the big bank is right now.
Right. It's kind of a parking lot now,
Yeah.
right? I think it's
They had a big bank.
Yeah,
So it was in the middle of town.
sort of.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, by the library.
Right
Oh,
across the street from
across
what
the
is
street from the
currently the library.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That was it.
Right across the street from there was a big old.
And what was it? A high school? A junior
It
high?
was junior high and was it?
Uh-huh.
Had to
Yeah,
been
it
the
was a
high
middle
school.
school, I think. I don't think it was a high school.
No, it wasn't high
Oh.
school. Maybe up to 9th grade or not.
So-
Yeah, I think it's something like that, as far as I know. And then
I can't.
and then they had the junior the
junior
high school, the high school, which is now the apartments.
Oh, that was
on
a
Summit.
junior and the high school then. Because I went there for just junior high.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
But back in when Dad started teaching,
Yes.
that was the high school.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
And
okay.
then the junior high was this what they called Lincoln School. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. Okay.
And so anyway, he taught there for a few years, huh? Did he always teach geography?
He
you know?
taught what do they call it?
They probably call it civics now.
Oh, they didn't call it that either. I called it something.
Social studies or something? Or
I think that was
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
social studies, history, I thought.
I thought he taught history too.
Well,
Yeah.
history, that was part of it, I think.
Yeah, okay.
History and
Kind
geography.
of bundled together, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of
okay,
that stuff,
okay.
yeah.
And then he mostly was just geography after that. Was he always pretty much just 7th grade or 7th and 8th grade or something?
I think it was always 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just that middle school
Yeah,
age.
he said it was amazing the difference between children between 7th and 8th grade. How
Oh,
they changed over the summer.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said it was just really something.
That's especially for boys. I suppose any
Yeah.
both boys and girls, they just
Yeah.
really tend to grow a lot that summer and change in their mental outlook and stuff.
And you know, when your dad was one who didn't believe in letting these boys go out on the field and play real rough football, you know.
Okay.
He just didn't think they were ready for it yet.
Yeah.
Today, you know, after a while, they came to find out maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah,
To
right.
put these kids out there.
Yep.
Where they could hurt themselves.
Right.
But he was one of those first ones that didn't believe in they should be out there.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember you saying too once that Dad, I think you told me this, that Dad was with you for all of the births of your kids.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was there with it,
He was
which
right.
was unusual, I
Yeah.
think, huh?
Well, the doctor had to let you do it too.
Right.
And this was Dr. John who was
Right.
took care of us.
John
did he
Wilkinson?
assist
Yeah.
at all?
Mhm.
Did he assist at all?
Oh, no.
Like with cutting the cord
No,
or?
nothing. But he was right
okay.
there all
Okay.
the time.
And did he hold each baby as each baby came along
I wouldn't be
immediately?
surprised, but I don't remember how
You
he
don't
did.
remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really care at that time.
I think, yeah,
Well, he
right.
might have, though. He might have had the desire. or
I don't know,
something, or
but he
know.
was always there for me, you know,
Right.
always there
Yeah.
for me. You
And
know.
that's what counts.
I mean, back then, I think typically fathers waited in the waiting room, right? And so they weren't present like Dad was. That was,
Yeah.
he
I
was
had
kind of a
all
pioneer.
the births were really relatively easy, you know.
Yeah.
I don't mean easy, but
Right.
I didn't have any really difficult births.
Sure.
So that-
You never had a C-section or anything
never
either,
anything
right?
like
Yeah,
that, no,
okay.
No, nothing like that.
No epidural.
What's that?
Epidural. Are they giving you a shot in your back to numb you?
No, I don't think.
No. Okay.
I didn't.
I can remember that it wasn't any fun having these babies.
I get that.
But I was